religion can make you feel swell. Sitting around thinking about burning in hell. You know, it just occurred to me, it's all just a bunch of baloney. It's all just a bunch of baloney. Ignorance is not an acceptable excuse. Not when we hold in our hand our collective fate. So open your eyes, look all around. We all live in the same hometown. Thank you, Rational Response, because you know what religion is doing to this planet. Screwing it up bad. So I want to talk about that. Okay. I got it right here. Deuteronomy 13, verses 12 through 16. I'm not going to read it. Basically, if you hear about the people in the other town that are not doing the way you think, go over there with your swords, chop them up, kill them, everybody, cut up the cattle, destroy the place, burn it to the ground, so no one can ever live there again. It's sort of like Iraq, but kicked up a notch too. You know, one time I was working with a coworker of mine. He was a Georgia Tech engineering student, pretty bright guy, made pretty good grades at Tech. He was a religious fundamentalist, and he was always trying to push it on people. And he and I were having a discussion one night, and we sort of came to some common grounds. And driving back the next day, I turned to him and I was thinking, you know, this guy, he's smart, he can be reached rationally. So I said to him, you know, because I want to talk to him about hell. I said, you know what scares me is that an all-loving father would delve out an infinite amount of punishment to his child for a finite deed. Think about it. And you know what he said? I said, that's what really scares the hell out of me. He said, yeah, it scares the hell out of me too. And you know, another thing about religion, they're really big on the people in their religion, and not so much people out, like Sunni, Shiite, Hindu, Bengali, but they kind of leave the animals out a lot, you know? And like this thing about the soul, animals don't have souls, plants don't have souls. Bull. You tell me that this precious little Sheltie right here is any different from me in terms of her existence and her value as a living being on this planet. I have more value than her. This planet is so small. Think about it. But anyway, I'm going to let her chase the cats or the birds. You know, another thing that religion does, I feel, is it really takes human beings away from their rationality and away from their innate capacity to realize a higher and higher state of consciousness within themselves. Because I think that dogma is like a bird cage. The mind is like a bird. You put that mind in a bird cage, it'll never get out, it'll never be able to fly, it'll never look into the Hubble telescope, it'll never see into the deep space and think about things. Because it's only concerned about this rock and who owns that rock. Well, I cast my lot with the rational people. You know, Buddha was supposed to have been a pretty charismatic guy. No one who knows what he is. Certainly, the religions that has spawned. What can you say? But there's a story. It's probably not true, but it's an interesting story. Someone said to the Buddha, "Buddha, who are you?" And the Buddha said, "I am awake." Yeah. So let's wake up. Religion. If there is a God, if religion is the only force in the universe that can make him sick, because religion doesn't have anything to do with ultimate reality. Religion only has to do with fairy tales. And I think that these fairy tales are creating clashes because the various scriptures do not agree, and there are fundamental clashes there that it cannot be solved other than through slaughter of human beings and the slaughter and pillage of the environment. So, my name's Neil, and all you fundamentalists out there listening to this, if you're up in, well, I won't say that, but you know, go have a bowl of Jell-O, get high on some sugar, do something, you know, do something with your life that's not going to hurt anybody, all right? And stop screwing with the plants and animals and the human beings that live here on this planet. I'm tired of it. Bye-bye. Oops, footnote. Why do atheists have higher moral values than fundamentalists? Think about it. That's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I'll think about that.